and now I just slowly change to someone who thinks that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long while because I started my semester. I just feel like chill talking. How I deal with procrastination. I think this comes together with I started my semester and everything about uni, school, and just assignments and homework. But before we tune in, please remember to subscribe, like, and once you're done, share and comment to this channel or this video. And let's not talk so much and get into the video. As you guys know, procrastination is very addictive, addictive because I'm pretty sure everyone procrastinates. It's just whether this person procrastinates more and that person procrastinates less. Because everyone has the time where they don't feel like doing anything, or they just feel like there's more time, so just let's push it back. So I think one of the key reasons is because they don't have the motivation to do so, or they just generally don't feel like doing it, because it also refers back to the motivation thing. If you don't feel like it, it technically means you don't have motivation. I've read a book called Smarter, Faster, Better. One of the part inside mentioned about why people procrastinate. One of the reasons people procrastinate is because they have no motivation. And why do they have no motivation? Motivation sometimes comes from if you have control into dealing with that particular task. So for example, I have my assignments now. If I feel like I can control, I have the control, I am more motivated to do so. And in return, if that person does not have much control in that particular task, that person will be less motivated, because they think that, partly because they think that they are not that important in that particular task. But this really depends, and it's only written in a book, and a book is not always right. And also why people are not motivated to do so, or people procrastinate, is also because they might feel like there's so much more time until the due date. For example, like a month more or like 2 months more, so they don't feel the rush yet. They don't panic yet, because oh, it's far away, it's still far away. I think I can do it. That I can do it, and I think I can do it mindset. I think I can do it in 2 days, so I don't have to rush so much for work that's going to due in 2 months. So they just tend to not start doing it. And for myself, I would say that I am quite of a procrastinator. I kind of procrastinate a lot, and one of the reasons is because of the second point I just mentioned, is because that I don't feel the rush yet. I feel like it's so far away, and I think I can do it, which is sometimes it's a good thing and sometimes it's not a good thing, and I would like to change that as much as possible. So what I'm going to share today is how I'm trying to deal with my procrastination, and I've realized I have actually improved much more in the middle of my foundation years, when I actually feel the amount of assignments coming, the amount of responsibility coming to me, school work wise. So I start to not wait so much and just do, because I'm so scared I will panic and I will not do good. Before that, I just think that it's fine, I can just wing it, I can just freestyle. And now I just slowly change to someone who thinks that, and now I'm just slowly changing into someone that thinks that, oh, maybe planning out is a better option. Maybe having a script for presentation is a better option, because if you are winging it and once your mind is blank, it's blank and the clock is ticking, presentation time is up, and you're done. For the first thing I will fight is that don't think so much. Never think more than 5 seconds. Yes, it's literally that 5-second rule. I don't know if you guys have read the book 5-second rule. I have not. Yes, I have not. But then I have heard someone saying that. So the whole book is about how to be productive in just 5 seconds is that once you sit up from your bed, or like once you clear your mind, once you come out from the toilet, whatever, once you have the time to think of what are you going to do next, decide it in 5 seconds and start doing it right after 5 seconds. Don't think so much, be like, oh, what do I have later, what am I going to do at 3 o'clock, what am I going to do at 4 o'clock. So if I start now, will I be able to finish it by 3, or will I be able to finish it by 4? If it's 2 o'clock now, start doing first and see what's going to happen at 3 o'clock. Just for example, an assignment, you can stop anytime, but at least start first. And just click on your freaking Google Docs and start typing. So one of the ways that a lot of my friends have used also, but I did not, but I just want to share, separate your schoolwork and your entertainment tabs in 2 windows instead of only 1 window. The second point I have, which helped me a lot, I regret not using it earlier, because this has gotten my schedule so much more well scheduled, is that to have a to-do list. Yes, it's very easy, it's just a to-do list, but try not to have more than 5 to 7 tasks in your to-do list, is because sometimes it might have another effect where you see your to-do list, there's so much things to do, and you get demotivated and you think that, okay, let's watch a YouTube video first, and eventually it leads down to another video. I think it's better to maintain it at maybe 5 or 7. Some even said 3, but 3 might be a little too little for students like me that has a lot of assignments. Just start doing it and slash off one where every time you finish 1. That's a practice. It's not that every time you write 5 you will be able to finish 5. That depends on how much the workload costs, like carries with one assignment. Maybe that one task you have to do, you need to spend like a whole few hours or even a whole day to do so. So don't worry if you are not able to slash off everything on your to-do list by the end of the day. You can always bring it forward, but make sure it still has some time before the due date. I always do that, so know when to start doing what first. So even if I push it forward, I won't be over the due date. Yeah, and that's one of my small tactic. I don't think that's a really bad idea, and it works, so maybe you can try it out. Add dates beside the to-do list so that you know exactly when is the due date. Like write dates on the first page of your to-do list, on your, if you're using a big notebook like me, maybe you can just put the date and then your to-do list, and then the other day's date and the to-do list. Maybe one page you can use for a good 2-3 days. But if you go by weeks like me, you can do like this. I put the week and then I put the dates, and then this is the thing for the whole week. I will put the dates at the side and highlight it so that I remember when is when and what is the due date. And also the third thing is to have something like a to-do list, but more of a digital one, which is a task sheet or a spreadsheet where you list all your assignment due dates. That's what I do. I list my subjects, assignment due date, all information about your subjects, your modules, so that you won't mess up which subject and which subject, because my subjects are really confusing. All the names are really similar and very confusing. That whole task sheet thing is very useful every time when you need to recall like when is that particular subject's due date. You just click on it. Okay, this subject 1, okay, assignment due date week 4 or week 5. So you remember, okay, that's the due date. Another one is a task sheet. Task sheet is technically a to-do list digitally, and you put the dates, you put your task, and then you put the done tick checkbox whether you have done it or not. That's just the digital version of to-do list. So I have to manage the clubs department, the PR department, so I have this task sheet, so I know, okay, when do I have to post this particular thing on what social media platform, and whatever do I have to post, what do I have to do, what do I have to announce, those kind of things. and it's very useful up till now. So far so good. The last I have is don't plan out by what time you have to finish. Just like what I said just now, don't think like, are you going to finish it by 3 or are you going to finish it by 4, because it's only 2 now. Any assignment can be stopped doing or paused at any time unless it's really last minute. In my opinion, it's not going to work, because other than doing assignment, you have so much else in your life, especially now at home. So a lot of things you can't go with a fixed timetable. Or it's just I'm generally someone who don't really like a timetable. I don't really like to limit myself into like only time, but a to-do list, it might be another way where you're not motivated because you think that, okay, I'm not going to finish by 3 or I'm not going to finish by 4, so it's 2 now, I have only 1 hour, so let me just watch an episode of K-drama. 1 hour can do a lot of things instead of watching an episode of K-drama. Just do right away and stop until when you need to do other things else. Eventually finish it way before the due date. You will feel damn freaking good because you feel like you have done everything. You have got the whole world in your hand. It's really helpful to me. I hope you guys try it out. I just want to share how I fight procrastination. I'm not fully done yet, and I'm pretty sure no one can be fully done as well, because procrastination is just something built in your body, or at least on my body, in my body. It's the mindset. I mean, procrastination is not a bad thing. It's just that it leads to bad happenings, because eventually you will be rushing and you're not going to do good. What's that talk again? Oh, one TED talk about procrastination, and it's really funny because it talks about how your panic monster is asleep. The free self of you just takes over the serious self of you. It's not that you do work for 5 minutes and you go rest for another 1 hour. That is procrastination. So once the due date is almost here, your panic monster wakes up and you will be like, oh my god. You know, like when it's the due date and you finally panic, and it's not good. It's not good, because if you are panic, you're just trying to finish the work and not actually doing the work. Eventually you won't get good results if you panic every single time before an assignment due date. And also imagine how stressed is that every time you have to panic. Why not just go with the flow and plan things out and then just do and then just assign, just submitting your assignment. I feel like that is way less stress than have to panic and then have to rush your work, whole body being so tense. It's not good for your mental health either. So I don't really recommend that, and I hope you guys try it out. That is all for my sharing, and thank you so much for watching. I will be back in probably a week or 2, I don't know. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video and this channel. Comment down below if you have a lot of ideas. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.